Hello and welcome. This is what I hope to be the first of many videos bringing you news on the development side of Microsoft Flight Simulator, um, mainly military, um, Second World War, Cold War, modern, that sort of eras, and the occasional unique civilian airliner that may pop up here and there. Um, Hopefully that will pique your interest and you'll carry on watching the video. Um, I know that this is an old post, but I feel it's still relevant as we're only a month into 2021. So we're going to start with DC Designs. Another thing that I find quite strange, DC Designs doesn't have a website, but many of the mainstream developers no longer put development updates on their websites anymore. It's all through Facebook, which is kind of a pain in the backside, as I have to go through my own private Facebook to bring this up on the screen. So hopefully I can blank out or blur out any parts of it that I don't want you to see. But anyway, on with the video, and we'll start from this portion downwards, as I feel this is more relevant to what I'm bringing to you at the moment. So in 2021, I want to bring Microsoft Flight Simulator, the products that many of you have already own on FSX and Prepare 3D, so that you can upgrade cheaply and continue to have access to them in the new simulator. I didn't like the fact that having bought my airplanes, Microsoft Flight Simulator came along and folks suddenly wanted to upgrade to the new sim, but couldn't use my products in it. But I also want to up my game on future products, which I think is really decent of the guys over there at DC Designs. I mean, they could have gone the way that some of the mainstream developers did back in the FSX days and just on the movement and migration from FS9 onto FSX, a lot of the fact that they had to be totally redesigned on the outside anyway, completely fobbed off some of their customers by just making a completely new model instead of migrating or upgrading, and making it a bit easier on the pocket for people who've already bought their products. So I find that really genuine and really good for the guys at DC Designs. That just makes me feel as a customer myself that they have their customers at the forefront of what they're doing, and obviously they've shown that in that statement, which is reassuring. I've always built my aircraft with performance in mind, wanting to ensure that my aircraft fly as well in FSX on a 4-year-old PC as they do in Prepare 3D with a GTX 3080. Now with a new simulator and its higher baseline PC requirements, those limitations are greatly reduced. Therefore, future DC design products for Microsoft Flight Simulator will roughly double in both polygon count and texture resolution to match the capabilities of the wonderful new platform. So yeah, quite a jump from FSX to the new Flight Simulator. It's definitely testing and trialing times for designers, getting to grips with the detail and things like that. So it's good that he's learning on the job and basically putting that to the test. So that's good. So on the subject of future aircraft, here is a list of confirmed products for 2021 and beyond. I say beyond because I love my job and there are a lot of products now in the DC Designs pipeline, which is great. The list is in rough order of release, but for the most part there are no actual dates, as it always seems that those dates slip, which is a good idea really, because a lot of companies give release dates or delivery dates or whatever and they slip by, customers get disappointed, or that sort of, it starts to snowball into a ball of negativity against the company. So it's good that he's not putting those release dates out there, keeping people interested, and then releasing as and when, which I feel is more customer friendly, and you don't want to disappoint them by slipping back on delivery dates or release dates. So we've had the Eagle package already, and that is still a work in progress. And the steps in the phase 1 upgrade was well, quite a leap actually in comparison. That's looking really good, flies really well, great fun. The F-18 Super Hornets package, I know that that's already out for FSX, and that's a migration job. Actually, I think pretty much all of these are. I know Concorde was on hold until the Mach 1 speed restriction in Microsoft Flight Simulator had been broken. So now that's been broken, that Concorde can be migrated now onto MSFS. So it's quite an impressive list of aircraft there. F-16s will be a good one. A-10s, Hawk T2. Now I know, and there is another developer doing the Hawk T2 as we speak. So I know that this one has been put at the back of the list for that reason. So that will be, hopefully it will still be worked on and released, because it's quite a cool aircraft. But as I say, it's been passed on to not passed on, but another developer has got that in the works. And I've just realised that this will be the first the F-14s will be the first native product to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So all of these have been migrated over from FSX, or will be. So yeah, that's quite a good list there. And the USS Kitty Hawk, the aircraft carrier, that will come with a full air wing, working meatball, and several carrier tracks around the world, which will be good, so you can go to different destinations. The Kitty Hawk was selected as the carrier of choice because I didn't want to interfere with SimWorks Studios' Nimitz packages or Team SDB's enterprise product, and also because Kitty Hawk served in almost every major conflict of the last 50 years, making her a sensible carrier platform for almost every major US carrier-borne fighter of the period. So, yeah, that's DC Designs covered for now. I know, as I say, it's late news, but at least it's relevant still. There's the Hawk T2 looking quite nicer. So we'll pass on to the next one, Airplane Heaven. Now, they are developing a Spitfire. This was released on January 12th. So they're making progress on their Mark 1A, and it looks fantastic. I mean, paint chipping, everything about that looks gorgeous. Love the Spitfire. Lovely exterior model. I haven't seen any of the interior yet, but if it looks as good as it does on the outside, we should be in for a treat for that one. So that is Airplane Heaven. They are still currently working on the DC-3 as well. As you can see, the interior for that is phenomenal. That looks absolutely fantastic. So yep, that's Airplane Heaven covered. Onto India Foxtrot Echo, and they released a statement yesterday. I'm a bit of a day late on this one, but they have reached a license agreement with the Leonardo company, so that they can produce their products for recreational use. So got the MB339, which is already out and a fantastic platform, and as you can see, the MB346 here. When the multi-crew comes along, and if and when this gets released, that is going to be a beauty to fly. Yeah, looks very good. And their T45 is still in the works, and not much else from the 1st of February. Dusting off carrier landing skills, Naval Air Station Key West. Great to see scenery. The developer, they're starting to develop scenery as well. So Naval Air Station Key West, which I have to say looks really good so far. So that's India Foxtrot Echo. I know they have their fingers in other pies as well, with DCS as well. So they're going to be quite busy. Had their Typhoon in FSX, as well as using their F-35 variants, F-14 and T-45, and they were fantastic back on that simulator. So I can only imagine how good they're going to be once they are polished off and released for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So keep an eye on those ones. And now a new announcement that was made the 4th of February, yesterday. Milviz Simulations were developing an SR-71 for Prepare 3D. That is no longer going to be the case. They have halted development on the Prepare 3D development, and now they're migrating it over to the Microsoft Flight Simulator. So not only do we have a Mach 2 capable F-15 at the moment, but we will soon have a Mach 3 capable SR-71. So that is one to definitely look forward to. Not to say that the others aren't, but having flown different SR-71 variants on FSX, loved it. Very dodgy on the edge of the envelope, flying at 80,000 feet at Mach 3. Becomes a little bit unstable. You have to fly on trim, but enjoyable, and that'll be one to look forward to when it's finally released. It's come as a shock, considering it was to be in a place to be shared as a first look in the Prepare 3D version 4 back in March 2019. Whilst it was a first look preview, we were very impressed and even said that the Milviz SR-71 Blackbird is a shining example of what the term study level should represent. So I mean, that's it. That's the Prepare 3D version. So they're going to have to up the textures and detailing to make it to take it that next step further in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So yeah, that's another one to keep an eye on. And another announcement that was released yesterday, yet again another Spitfire is going to be released. Flying Iron Simulations are working on a Mark 9C. As you can see, it looks really good. Scroll down and we'll have a look. I'm sure it had some interior. There we go, interior pictures. I mean, D-Day stripes. There we go. I mean, I fly the one in DCS, and that's really detailed. And by the looks of things, this one isn't going to disappoint. In fact, I would go one step further and say it looks a little bit more detailed than the one in DCS. Definitely impressive. I mean, I know they're two totally different simulators. One's a warfare simulator and one's a NavX civilian flight simulator, but still, they're the same aircraft, and just to see the two different types, it's quite impressive. That's going to be a nice one. Hopefully that will fly just as good as it looks. I can't imagine it not being as good as it looks. But yeah, that's it for the Microsoft Flight Simulator aircraft development updates. I'm hoping to make this a regular video. I won't release as and when, because it will make short videos and the output will be a lot higher than if I consolidate maybe once a week or something like that. Or if you've got any suggestions, let me know. Yeah, just just let me know in the comments if you've got this far and you're listening to me still. And also, if you feel that I deserve a like and maybe a subscribe, I would be greatly appreciative of that, as I'm trying to build this platform, and it really is a big step for me, so any help you guys can give would be fantastic. But anyway, I appreciate it if you have got this far and you've listened to my boring droning voice, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. See you later. Take care.